Yo, what's up guys, my name is Hakiii, and in this video we're going to be ranking all major GTA DLCs. We got all the major DLCs here. Once again, it's not all DLCs, it's only the major ones, because I mean there are some other DLCs but they weren't really that big, so we're only going to be focusing on the major ones in this video. So we got the original Heist DLC, we got Lowriders, Executives and Other Criminals, Finance and Felony, Bikers, Import Export, Gunrunning, Smuggler's Run, Doomsday Heist, After Hours, Arena War, Doomsday Casino and Resort, Doomsday Heist, Los Santos Summer Special, and then finally the Cayo Perico Heist. And I did try to put all of these in order from oldest to most recent, so hopefully I did a good job with that. So let's first start off with the original Heist update. This update was amazing. It absolutely revolutionized the game. It gave it like a whole new aspect, I'd say, and I think I'm gonna put it in tier amazing. Now hear me out on this one. As you guys can see by the most recent updates, I mean we got Cayo Perico Heist, Doomsday Heist, Diamond Casino Heist, so it is a bit more common to get a Heist update nowadays. But back in 2015 when we first got this original Heist update, it was legit a revolution in GTA Online. And I think because at the time it was such a big deal and such a big change, I mean everyone just all of a sudden started doing a bunch of heists. This deserves to be in tier amazing. It changed the game once again. Also forgot to mention, if you go on to enjoy this video, take a second to drop a like on it, subscribe if you guys are new, turn on the notification bell as well, and let's continue. Moving on now to Lowriders. The Lowriders update was absolutely amazing as well. Just like I said, the Heist update revolutionized the game, I say the Lowriders revolutionized the car customization aspect of the game. This just took vehicle customization to another level. I mean, personally, as someone that loves customizing cars in GTA, this was an awesome update. If you don't remember this update, it introduced Benny's original Motorworks, which I mean in terms of car customization, it's way better than LS Customs. I mean, I really enjoy customizing vehicles in GTA, so personally I love this update, so I'm gonna put it in tier good. I don't think it's quite at the top tier, but I definitely think it was a great update. Moving on to Executives and Other Criminals. Now this update, the big thing with it was yachts. It introduced yachts into the game, which at the time it was a really cool thing. Like if you actually had enough money to get a yacht, you were considered like really cool. But looking at it now, it was pretty useless. I mean, yachts are one of the more useless things in the game. It's cool to have, but besides that, I mean, they're basically useless. It's basically a cool looking property on the water. That's basically it. It's a cool place to hang out and it's a cool property to have if you have a lot of money, but besides that, I mean, once again, it's not great. But because at the time yachts were such a new and cool thing to everybody, I'm gonna put it in tier okay. If that update would have come out in like 2020 or 2021, I would have put it in tier bruh. But once again, at the time it was something new and it was pretty cool, so I'll put it in tier okay. Along with the yacht, there were some cool new vehicles, so I guess it's alright. But let's just say if you didn't have a lot of money, you couldn't really do anything with that update, because to this day, I mean, $10 million for a property is just way too much. Unless it's something absolutely insane, I still don't think it's worth it. Unless the property is absolutely insane, I still don't think a yacht should be $10 million. Next up is Finance and Felony. Now the big thing with that update was the offices. To this day, the CEO office is like my main property, like it's my go-to spawn location and all that. It introduced not only the CEO office, but also like the vehicle cargo missions that go along with all that. I personally love the CEO offices. I think they're a big part of GTA, at least for me it is. Just because you can start up missions from there, you can go over to your assistant and call in whatever vehicle you want. You have 3 possible 20-car garages, which for me is a big plus. So overall, the CEO office is like my favorite property in the game. Just like with Executives and Other Criminals, looking back at it now, it wasn't that great of an update, but at the time it was a good update. And I mean, CEO offices to this day are a big part of GTA. I'm thinking either to put it on top of tier okay or the bottom of tier good. I think I'll put it in the bottom of tier good. I think it's worthy of that. Next one's the Bikers update. This introduced like the MC businesses and you can become an MC president and all that. The MC club was a really cool spot back in the day, but I think nowadays no one really uses it whatsoever. I think it was a cool update, but I don't think it's quite there yet in tier good. I think I'm gonna put it at the top of tier okay. I think the best thing from that update is you being able to go in the interaction menu and like call in a bike right next to you. It's really convenient and I use it all the time. Then we got the Import Export DLC. The big thing with this DLC was, I would say, the CEO office garages, although other people might say the vehicle sell missions. For me, the office garages were the big thing from that update that I still use to this day. I think a lot of people still do, and I consider the office garages like the main garages of mine. So actually, I'm gonna put it on the top of tier okay. I think besides the office garages and the vehicle sell missions, it wasn't all that great. It introduced special vehicles like the ramp buggy, the rocket Voltic, and I think there were a couple more cool cars. The vehicles from that update were solid, but besides that, there wasn't a whole lot of content. I'm gonna leave it in tier okay. I think it deserves that. Then we got Gunrunning. The Gunrunning update introduced introduced the bunkers and the MOC. The MOC might be one of my favorite vehicles in the game. It's a really useful one just because you can customize it however you want, like the cabin, all that. So the MOC was a great addition. I believe it also introduced the Oppressor Mark 1, which I know a lot of people have mixed feelings about that, but overall I do think it was a good update. The bunker as a whole is a solid business as well. I'll put it at the top of tier good. The bunker was a really good addition to the game. It's basically another business type update, but it was a really cool business. Then we got the Smugglers Run DLC. This one introduced the hangars, I'm pretty sure. Let's just say if you like the air vehicles, you love this update. Personally, I wasn't really that into this update. I'm gonna put it in tier okay. I just don't really use the hangar much in this game. It did introduce a lot of really good air vehicles like planes and helicopters, and you can like customize them in your hangar, and you can customize your hangar itself as well. I just wasn't really that into this update. Then we got the Doomsday Heist DLC. Now this update introduced the facility, and it brought a lot of new vehicles into the game, like the Thruster and the Avenger and all that, even the Deluxo as well. So there were a lot of pretty major good vehicles that were added. The facility as a property is a pretty cool one. You can start up heists in it. You got some garage spaces, and obviously you can store the big Avenger in it as well. And the heists were actually really cinematic. It's safe to say there was a lot of new content in this update, including vehicles, the facility, the heists. I'm gonna put it in tier good. I enjoyed that update. Next one is the After Hours DLC. This one introduced nightclubs into the game, and also the Oppressor Mark 2, I think, which is obviously a pretty controversial thing. I know there's a lot of mixed opinions about that one. Honestly, I didn't really like that update. The nightclub is a pretty good business, don't get me wrong, but I just don't think that update was all that great. Besides storing cars in the nightclub garages, I don't use the nightclub like ever. I think it's a cool spot and it is a pretty good business, but you know what? I'm gonna put it on the bottom of tier okay. I don't think it was that bad. Next one is the Arena War DLC. We all know about this one. It introduced obviously the arena and all the Arena War game modes, and along with that all the special vehicles as well, like the ZR380 and the Cerberus, all the vehicles with the special upgrades like the spikes and the special abilities like the mines and everything. It brings some solid vehicles into the game. I still think it's pretty fun to use arena vehicles. Not sure if I should put it on the top of tier okay or in the bottom of tier good. I think I'll put it on the top of tier okay. Then we got the Diamond Casino and Resort update. Personally, I did like this update a lot. I think the casino is a really cool spot in the game. A lot of people still go to the casino to do like the daily spin and maybe to buy like random clothing that you can only get in the casino. So I do think it was a pretty good update. It also bring really good supercars like the Krieger and the Thrax into the game, and some more solid vehicles. I think I'll put this one in tier good. Then we got the Diamond Casino Heist DLC. I can't help but think this is more of like a part 2 to the Diamond Casino and Resort one, which I don't really look at that as a good thing, but I'm still gonna put this in tier good just because the heist was a really good heist. The Diamond Casino Heist itself is a really good one, and it does pay really well. It still pays well to this day. It's one of the best paying heists in the game, and it's a lot of fun to do, and at the time it was actually the best way of making money by far in the game. It's a good thing the heist was actually a really good one, because if it wasn't, I mean, this would probably be in one of the bottom tiers, because that was basically the entire update. It was a really good heist, and it's a good thing it was. Next up is the Summer Special DLC. We got some F1 cars in this one, and we got a good amount of new vehicles in this one, but besides that, this update was pretty bad. I like the vibe of the update, but it didn't really do anything to the game. Like, it didn't bring anything super exciting into the game, really. I'll put it in tier flop. I really don't think it really did anything. And then finally, we got the most recent DLC, the Cayo Perico DLC. So I actually really like this one. The Cayo Perico Island is one of the cooler things that's been ever added into GTA Online. Maybe the biggest thing that's been added. It's a little unfortunate we have to go through a loading screen to go to it though. The Cayo Perico heist itself pays really well. I think it's the best paying heist in the entire game, and the heist itself is actually a really cool one. I mean, you're on a whole new island. Besides the island and the heist, we also got the submarine, which is actually a really cool property. We got the Sparrow helicopter, which I know a lot of people like to use. You can call it in through the interaction menu wherever you are. It's actually really convenient, but obviously all this is pretty expensive. I mean, the Kosaka submarine is a couple million. I'll put it in tier good. I know a lot of people would put it in tier okay and even tier bruh, but honestly, I did enjoy the update. I thought it was something new. The vehicles weren't all that great in that update, but I still think it does deserve to be in tier good. Let me know how you would rank this down below in the comments once again, but I hope you all did go on to enjoy this video. If you did, drop a like on it, subscribe if you guys are new, turn on the notification bell as well. Anyway though, this has been Hakiii. Have a good rest of your day. I'll see you guys in the next video, and peace.